Hello and welcome to Code Pandit. We will today explain the problem of the day on GFG, that is intersection point in Y-shaped linked list. So it states that given two singly linked lists of size n and m, write a program to get a point where these two linked lists intersect with each other. And an example is provided to support the explanation. So, first linked list is 3, 6, 9 and common, and linked list is 10 and common is 15, 30 null, and a picture is drawn in Y form. So, from this we can say we conclude that there are two linked lists L1, L2. L1 is of size n and L2 is size of m, and the linked list is drawn such that it forms Y shape. Let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, and here 5, 3, 4. So this part is common in both. That is, if we draw it as a single link list, so this is our link list. Here 1, 2, 3, 4, and here 5, 3, 4. So this is the explanation. This is the problem, and we have to find this point. So how can we find this? First of all, we have to find the common point, but we have to take care that after it each and every element is common in both the linked list. So we can do this um, by using the fact that if the linked list has a common point and followed the common values in both the linked list, then we can traverse through the complete linked list and find the tail of each. If the tail of each linked list is same, then it has a common point, else it doesn't. Let's say if it is 1, 2, 3, 4, L1 is 1, 2, 3, 4, and L2 is 5, 6, 7, 9. If the tail value is different, then it will never intersect, that it will go parallel. But if the tail if the tail value matches, that is, let's say if so the in this problem we are having the common point at the tail, so it will form a V shape and a null value, so it will eventually form a Y shape, which is according to the question. And let's take another example where we are having a common point. Let's say here it is 3, but here it is again 9. So it will have the common point, but it will not form the Y shape, while it will form the X shape. That is, it will intersect each other at a point and will go in different direction. So we have to find in the in both link lists such the point where these two intersect, and then they follow the common path. If not, then we will return null. In this case we will return null. In this case we will also return null, and in this case we will return the value, that is the data of the node. Data of in this case we will return the data of the node, and in this case also we will return node data. So there are first of all, the nice solution to this question is to compare to compare the every value of one linked list with another linked list. and we know that in this kind of comparison it will take n to m in worst case, that is if the common point is in the end of the both linked list. So we in brute force we will do, or in naive solution we do that we compare this one with this and this. We compare each value of the first node with the every value of the another linked list, with the every value of the another linked list. So it will take, but we have but in the problem we are stated that we have to write the solution such that the time complexity is only n plus m. How can we reduce it? It means that the value, so the constraint is n plus m. It means that we are using loop but not inside each other while independently. That is, we will need to run two loops here. According to the constraint, we cannot run one loop inside another. So how so as the so think of a solution where we can achieve it in the time complexity of O plus m. So we can do this we meant first iteration we find the length of the linked list. In first iteration we find the length of the linked list and store the tail value of each other. If this is equal, then we have the intersection point, else we will return null. And from the and as we have already obtained the length L1 and length 2, so if we have the same tail in the both, then we have the intersection point and we will compare the length of these two and find the difference. So we find the difference and we will traverse the difference in the linked list where the length is more. So we will traverse this much the difference. So we will first traverse in linked list, that is this one, that this seems to be bigger. So we will first point to this point and the second will be at the head. So we will now traverse both simultaneously. So when we will have the common point, no. So as we have obtained the difference between the between the length of the two linked list, so we will traverse the length, the difference length of the in the bigger linked list. That is, we will point to this element or this node of the linked list 1, and we will point on the head to the smaller linked list, and we will start traversing both the linked list at the same time. That is, we will write so we will write next to the each one independently and comparing these two, and if we find the value equal to each other, then we have the intersection point. If node data of linked list 1 is equal to node data of linked list 2, then we have the value of value where the point where the intersection is taking place, else we will return null. So if we will traverse through this all and we do not come across any situation where this comparison holds true, then we will return null. That is, there is no common value between these two. So let's start coding. The head pointer to the first linked list and head pointer to the second linked list. So we will take two values, two variables, where we will store the length of each. That is L1 initialized to 0 and L2 initialized to 0. It will help in storing the length of each linked list, and we need two more variables to store the current node of the each linked list, so that we can traverse through the linked list and we can compare each value after in comparing part, where we have to compare the each element with each other. That is, here we need to compare each node, so we need to have the value, so we need to have each node where we can compare each other, so we need the two more variables. So these variable will be of type node. So let's say current one, and we will initialize with head A, and another will be current 2 and initialize it with head B. So we need to find the length of each node, so we will traverse like while the current one is not equal to null. And we will repeat the same for the current 2 and length 2. So it will help us in obtaining the length of each. Now we need the current value is again initialized with the head, so we will again reassign the values. So why we did that? We reinitialized with head so that we can compare each other and traverse the difference part which we had discussed. The difference part we had to again traverse from the head to the null. So we need to again return the current value to the head part of each linked list. So we did that here. So there are two way to traverse. If the first linked list is bigger or and second is smaller, so we will first traverse through the first linked list. But in second case, the second linked list is bigger and the first one is smaller, so we will first traverse through the second linked list, then through the both linked list, comparing each other. So let's start. So we are having length. If length 1 is greater than length 2, then we initialize a difference value like L1 minus L2, and we will traverse the difference part in the linked list, which one is having bigger. That is, in this case the L1 is from the length linked list 1, so we will traverse the difference part in linked list 1. That so int I equal to 0, I less than difference, and I plus plus, and current 1 is equal to current 1 text, and we will do the same. But here we are traversing in the linked list where where, here we are traversing through the linked list where the second linked list is bigger than the first linked list, and so we are traversing the part, the difference part in the linked list. So after getting the linked list of the same length in the two, so we will now start comparing each element with each other. So if current one is not equal to null, as well as if current 2 is not equal to null. So what does it mean? That is, it means that if these two are not pointing to the end of the linked list, if any one of the two will point to the end of the linked list, then there is no need to comparison, that because they are not the same as we have discussed. If the tail values are not the same, if the tail are indicating to the null, so there will be no formation of y set. So if this holds true and current 1 is equal to current 2, then return a then return the value of the current, any of these two, current 1 or current 2, we return the data stored in that node, else we point to the next. And even if we do not come across any such value, then we return null. So let's compile. I hope there is no error. Yeah, let's submit. And yes, it is successful. So thank you guys, and we will continue solving the problem of the day on the different platform, GFG, LeetCode, and the CodeStep part or Code Studio. Thank you. See you in the next video.